5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Legacy Journeys. I'm your host, Liv, along with my co-host,
Carlton, the host with the most, coast to coast.
He kind of bounced up in this.
Yeah, we may leave that piece of footage in there.
Oh, God. Oh, God. So,
how you doing, cutie?
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
Tired. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you got.
We've been through a lot,
y'all. Yeah, we've been through a lot. So we're gonna bring y'all up to speed on a whole bunch of things that's been happening since we put our last podcast episode out, and yeah, there's some good things that you all would definitely want to know.
Yeah,
especially if you're caring for your elderly parents. So, but before we get into that,
so
got some good stuff on our calendar thing, right?
Yeah, we just want to remind everyone and new people. We at Legacy Journeys, our mission is to connect with like-minded couples over 40 to connect for meaningful activities like game nights, book club, trips, retreats, and more. No dramatic people, but they may not know who they are. Now, I don't know why
I decided to add it because I mean, you might not know if you're being dramatic, you know
right?
What I'm saying?
So, you may not, but hey, that's a whole nother story and another episode. But yeah, we just want like-minded couples, to just, like I said, we have game nights, host events like that.
Right. And also, too, yeah, we want to help the singles over 40 find love out there just like we did.
Yes, we do.
So that's one of the other premises on our show. And that could be in like what? Mixer.
It could be a mixer, singles game night, right. Where we have games that spark, hopefully it will spark a conversation, and whether it's, FaceTime, blind date, or online dating, we want to help you find love. And I know a lot of y'all are talking about online dating. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I was on there, it was pretty bad, but I know people who have found success on the ones where you spend money on, like the eHarmony, and the Match.com. I've known people who have met, and who have gotten married that met online.
Like our daughter.
Oh, yeah.
That's an online connection.
Yeah. It was, yep. Because he was in Canada. Yep. I think they met on Reddit. They said, I don't know if I mentioned that before, but anyway, I know they're younger and, but still, you never know.
Yeah, you just never know.
Right. Never know. And so that's our purpose. Okay. And then we also, we want to talk about just life shit that just happens and, you least expect it.
Right. Like we just had a situation, we want to talk about it in this particular episode, and that we talked about at the beginning. We talked about caring for your elderly parents. And, what kind of information that you would need just in case something happened.
Yeah.
So, it's we're talking about it's funny how God works. We made a post on Facebook, right?
Right.
But before that, we were in Savannah right before New Year's on December 30th. So we gone out there and we were just basically hanging
out.
Yeah.
He was just like, yeah. I mean, well, I had to return something from Macy's, so us living here, it's like hard when you order something from Macy's and you got to return it. And the Macy's is like 2 hours north to Atlanta.
Right.
Or 2 hours, a little over 2 hours to Savannah.
East, going east, yeah.
Right. And so he was like, well, let's go. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he always wanted to take me to River Street. So, you know, we went to River Street and we ate at
Willie.
Oh, Wet Willie's. Yes.
Yeah, Wet Willie's.
Those of you who don't know, I love
slushy drinks.
Slushy drinks. With alcohol in it. Oh my God. I love like frozen margaritas. Those are my favorite. But yeah, and so we ate there and the food was okay. It was pretty good. I mean, I know I had the gumbo.
I don't remember what I had.
Oh God.
I just listen. I
don't remember what you had either. Yeah, I just remember mine. I'm not even
expecting you.
And it was like kind of lukewarm, you know. And I like my food hot. I know there's some people who don't like that. Yeah, he always saying like that. I like my hot. Like what is that?
Like you gotta burn your tongue.
I just wanna if I'm warming my food, whether it's microwave or oven. I want my food to be, I don't want it cold. I don't want to bite into cold, I don't know, cold beef stew. Like,
yeah, that don't sound good at all.
That's what I'm saying. So I want to make sure that it's hot. And yes, I want to see the steam. I need steam to know that my food is hot. I don't mind blowing it because I know it's good and hot. Okay. And not cold. But anyway,
don't burn your tongue.
Anyway, but what were we talking about?
Savannah, we were at a river.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My food was lukewarm. Yes, and some different event
venues. Yeah.
Possible event venues where we can host game night. And also do a mixer for the singles. And like we said, a singles game night.
And even like something like a live broadcast of the podcast.
Oh yeah, like that, yeah. So. We were actually offered a chance to do that at Mama P's.
Yeah, at the restaurant.
Yeah, in Dublin. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We never did take her up on that, but we need to one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, stay tuned, y'all. Just stay tuned. I'm excited.
Right. So look, back to what we was talking about, right?
Yeah. Go to Savannah.
Going to Savannah. So we're out there, right? And so we come on back home. We had a great time. Come on back home. You know, New Year's Day comes. Everything's good. Right. We're in the house. Everybody's fine.
Right.
And then January 3rd happens.
Right. And just to give you all a recap, you know, we moved down here in McRae, Helena, now Georgia, back in June, because my mom needed help with my dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if I have to be totally honest, I was worried about her as well. You know, he knows, like, I would get off work at 6 and I would call her every day, or she would call me. And like, if she didn't answer the phone, I would just instantly like panic. You know, like, what's wrong? And I know it's probably wrong of me just going to the extreme or just thinking the worst. But, you know, my mom has health challenges also, you know, and I love my mom to death. She's just the type of person that like won't say anything. Like, she doesn't listen to the doctors. There's one Asian doctor she goes to that, you know, she doesn't understand what he's saying, you know. And so,
yeah, he's hard to understand.
I mean, yeah, he is, but I mean, I will ask him to repeat himself if there's something I don't understand. And my mom, she's just so what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
Not passive.
Yeah.
She is just so passive.
Yeah, she's easygoing. We'll just say,
just
like, go
she
with the flow.
doesn't just whatever they say. If they give her a pill to take, she has no idea what it's for. She's like, okay, I'll take it because they're a doctor.
Yeah.
And it's anyway. I don't want to harp on her, but my point is, I was worried about her.
Well, someone didn't put their phone on Do Not Disturb.
I didn't. I totally forgot.
So we can keep going.
Yeah.
We're going to just keep going.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. My apologies. But yeah, I was concerned about her as well. Because my fear was something happening to her and my dad can't help. Whether he's in the back in the bedroom, in the living room with her, it didn't matter. He couldn't help.
He really couldn't, yeah.
And yeah, my worst fear became our reality.
Yeah.
On June 3rd, my mom suffered a stroke. And according to the surgeon, it was a type of stroke where that he said people don't typically make it to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll never forget that day. I don't know if we want to go into details, but we were there like during it.
Right. Yeah, we were there doing it when we called the paramedics. Y'all, she had to be like airlifted, so they had to take her via helicopter to Savannah. Right, so mind you, we were just telling you we were just out there.
Right.
The Monday before.
This is the Friday.
This is the following Friday.
This is Friday.
Yeah.
And they tell us that they're taking her to Savannah.
Right.
And I'm like, are you kidding?
Yeah, all of a sudden, like this is happening Friday morning. Friday morning. Yeah, like 9 o'clock in the 9 o'clock.
No,
hour.
This was like 10 o'clock.
It was 10?
Yeah, this was like 10 because I was trying to get ready because I had a mammogram I had to go to that day. And I was getting ready and it was like, I thought I heard her moaning, but I was like, okay, maybe it's just me. Because sometimes I just think I hear things, at night. Me and Carlton will be in bed and I'm like, you hear that? Or did you hear that? And sometimes I'm right.
Right.
Sometimes I'm right. But anyway, I heard her moaning, but I was like, okay, maybe it's just me.
Mm-hmm.
And Carlton, I heard him asking, like, are you okay? And I'm like, oh, God. And I heard her, but I just heard moaning. And he's like, I'm calling him, but he's calling me. He's like, babe. He was like, your mom needs you. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, she's hurting. And I was like, where? As I'm like getting dressed. And he said, the back of her head, her neck, and her back.
Right.
And I was like, I just knew. I knew in like my heart, I was like, this isn't good. It's not good. I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you told me that, I knew it wasn't good. And yeah, to see your parent, like your mom, like in pain and, there was like nothing I can do. And, he was, he was there every step of the way. You know, he was the one who was patting her because I was just like kind of in like shock. Mm-hmm. Like I couldn't believe that this was happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like I was just in a state of shock, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that ain't nothing you see every day.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
I mean, when I think about it,
because
it was just a lot too, just to
yeah,
see.
because by the time I got out to them, like she was going out of it.
Right.
Yeah,
Out
of
of consciousness.
consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And I don't know if it put her to sleep, you know, and she's a heavy like breather when she sleeps. And it's just like, yeah, I learned, you know, so many lessons from this.
yeah.
That we'll, you know, discuss. Um, but yeah, she was taken to Savannah. And so we had to like prepare, you know, to go to Savannah first. Oh,
yeah.
First we had to take care of my dad.
Right, because he was with us.
Because
we had to get him
he was
going.
in bed.
Right.
And we had, well, Carlton had to like wake him up and get him dressed. And I went to go because my aunt was in the gym and his sister. And so I went to the gym, got my aunt, her and my other aunt was there, and they followed me to the house. And when we got to the house, the car was still there. And so I'm like, okay, why
Ambulance.
is the right? I'm sorry, the car.
It's all right. It's all right. It was a lot happening.
Yes, the ambulance was still there, the car. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? That's when they told us, you know, they had to fly her to Savannah. Yeah. Or it could be Savannah or Macon, and they'll let us know.
Right. And then they let us know Savannah. We were like,
right.
Yo, we were just out there.
Right.
we
like,
were just out there.
Carlton made a point of telling my mom, you could have told us you wanted to go to Savannah with us. No, you had to take a helicopter.
Right. He had to be dramatic with it.
Right. Which she is because, yeah, she's the type, she doesn't tell, and I get it, she doesn't want someone to worry, but like, she won't tell you something is going on. Yeah. It's like all you'll hear is the moaning. You know what I'm saying? Where it's at its like breaking point. You know, it's at its worst. Mm. She won't like warn you like, okay, my head is hurting, you know. Right. Like normal people. I mean, and I could talk about my mom like this because I tell it to her face. Like she's just weird. Like if I'm having a head, like I'm gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? If something weird is happening, like I'm gonna tell you. I hope you tell me too. You know. But yeah, she doesn't do that, and it's like, come on. You know, but again, she goes to her doctors and they tell her, oh, you need to lose weight. You need to cut out the carbs, the sugars. And it's like it goes in one ear and literally out the other. Yeah. I've had conversations with my mom about her diet. She get mad. And I don't, you know, I don't want to be fussed at, you know, because she get real mad. And then I don't want to get mad and say something, you know what I'm saying, to hurt her. So I just have to, you know.
Grin and bear or just leave it alone.
Yeah. But, you know, she's 76 years old, you know, and my dad is 77. And yeah, like her having this stroke, like literally turned our world upside down.
Like, just like that.
Yeah, because once she got in that ambulance, I was lost. Like, I didn't know what to do. Again, I'm still in shock. And so thank God for your mom, Ellen. Miss Ellen. I don't like calling her Ellen, but Ma. I think we agreed on Ma. Oh gosh, but yeah,
it's a whole different story.
It's a whole different story.
Y'all were too funny that day.
But yeah, she was like Johnny on the spot. Like, make sure you have this, that, and I was like, whoa, like what? Like, I gotta find this stuff because my mom, she was independent. She paid the bills. Mm-hmm. You know, she drove. She,
yeah, she went to bingo. She was out and about. Yeah,
she was out and about. She went to bingo.
Right, she was an independent lady.
Yeah, and she was taking care.
Dad, yeah.
She was taking care of my dad, which is a lot in itself. I just feel like she just worked herself to death almost. And she's fine now. I mean, she's on the mend.
Right. She's getting
she's no longer in Savannah. She's at a rehab facility in Dublin,
which is closer.
Which is much closer because we ended up staying in Savannah.
Yeah.
While
she was out there.
From the 3rd to
the 15th. No, was it the 15th?
The 15th.
The 14th. Yeah.
No, because we had it to that Wednesday. We had it to Thursday, the Airbnb.
So we left on Wednesday.
We left on the 15th. Yeah, so we were in Savannah.
What is that, like 12 days?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 12 days. We got a hotel the first weekend.
And then we came back to McRae, to our home, and we got some more clothes, and then we had to get popcorn.
Right. Yep.
Because we didn't want to keep him in a boarding place. Right. Yeah, he's spoiled. Yeah, I'd rather him be with us. And so we got an Airbnb. And then the first one we got was really nice.
Yeah, it was nice. And that's the difference between we learned the difference between the host and the super host.
And the super host, yes. This trip. If you get an Airbnb, choose the super host.
If it's available.
It's worth it. Yeah, because, this house was amazing. The only thing I didn't like about it was that it didn't have a backyard. A fenced backyard for popcorn to run around.
Right.
But, yeah, it was really nice. But the other one,
yeah, it was a little tight. I don't want to talk about it too bad because,
I mean, no, I'm just gonna, be honest. Yeah, they weren't a super host. And you could tell. Right. I mean, the only thing we liked about it was that they had a fenced-in backyard for popcorn.
Right.
Yeah, that was, I can't wait till we can do that.
Yep. That's on the way.
Yeah, but, so... yeah, we went through it. Mm-hmm. We went through it, not knowing, what was going to happen.
Right. Uncertainty, whole bunch of uncertainty, yeah.
Yeah, and, thank God that my husband, I like saying that, works from home, and I'm actually on leave, so... yeah,
it
God kind of worked it out so that, we were here. Like, thank God we moved down here because,
yeah, it could have been a different story that we're telling y'all.
Yeah, she definitely would not have made it. Mm-hmm. Definitely would not.
Yep. So. Yeah, we definitely wanted to make sure you all knew, especially if you're watching this, you're probably our target market. You're probably over 40, you know what I mean? And your parents are getting to a point where they're starting to get elderly,
mm-hmm.
And if you still have your parents in your life or anybody that's important, you want to have things together in case of an emergency.
Yes.
We all know everybody's going to make a transition eventually. We're going to die. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
At some point.
At some point.
You know, but it helps to have things together when an emergency situation happens, because it can happen, right, such as this. So we have put together, you did put together a list.
Put together a list of things you need.
10 very important things.
Very important things to make sure you have access to in case of, a medical emergency.
Exactly.
And this is in like no particular like order of importance or whatever. It's just, what I thought of, or what we came up with. Right. So for number 1, a list of medications. You should make sure you know each medication that they're taking, including vitamin supplements, all of it. It doesn't matter, because they may need to know. You need to know their medication, why it's taken, what it's for, the dosage, what doctor prescribed it.
Right.
Their phone number, the pharmacy name.
Yep. The doctor's specialty too.
You need to know like what specialty, because my mom, for example, had like a heart doctor. She had a she has a kidney doctor.
Right.
She has an endocrinologist.
Then her general doctor.
Then her primary care doctor, which she doesn't really like to go to, because I guess she sees the nurse practitioner. She doesn't see the actual doctor. And so she told the nurse practitioner one day that her leg was hurting. When she lays down, her leg hurts. And so the lady just told her to turn on the other side.
Don't sleep on that side.
Don't sleep on that side. Now, and so this was before we moved down here. Because now I make sure that I go to every one of their appointments, because, I'm tired of my mom telling me that her kidney doctor didn't say anything to her.
I don't know what
he
said.
What do you, she don't know. What do you mean?
What do you say?
And
I don't know.
Okay, I get that he, but I'm like, you could find another one, or you don't have to go to him if you don't understand what the hell he's saying. Like, anyway, just make sure like that information, their medication, their doctor.
Yeah, that information was helpful.
For
us.
It was very helpful. And like I said, their doctor, the phone number, the address.
Right. And that's for both parents too, because we had a situation like we needed to know some medicine for her dad. Well, her mom was its primary caregiver, so something happened to her.
Right.
Trying to figure out
what he needs.
Yeah. So
and that was a challenge because we didn't know. I gave my aunt all the medication that we thought
we knew about
we knew about that he took, because my mom has it in those pill organizers. She used those for both of them. I mean, and I get it because it's a lot.
Right.
And so we didn't know that he takes 2 pills, two other medicines at night.
Right.
They were on their table. They were on their nightstand.
Nightstand in their bedroom.
And Carlton just found this out yesterday.
Yesterday morning. And we've been gone.
Since the 3rd.
Right.
And so he's been without this medicine. So, I'm going through this with my mom, her being in ICU. And then my dad is to the point where he has dementia, and he's at like the final stages of it. And, he can't stand because he's too sore.
Right, and that's probably we're thinking because he didn't have this
medication that he needed. Yeah, and his arm is like a balloon. Right, is red, and yeah, it's just, and he's staying with my aunt because she's like, well, take care
of mom,
and we got their brother. Yeah. Which I'm very thankful for. They stepped up.
Yeah, stepped up. Sisters stepped up.
Yeah, the sisters, brothers, they really stepped up.
Everybody stepped up to help out. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and in different ways too. So.
But know their medications and their doctors. To have a change of clothing, for when they're discharged. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, when you have a medical emergency like that, I mean, it's always good to plan, like to have, I guess, clothes for like maybe at least 3 days, depending on the situation. Right. Because we didn't know how long my mom was going to be there until we spoke with the doctor. Right. And that was like that evening. Right. Later on that evening. Right. And so, but yeah, have a change of clothing for them. Have also, depending on your mom or dad, they may want to wear a robe, bring socks and house shoes or bedroom shoes. I don't know what people call them, but you know what I'm saying. Slippers, yeah. All the above, yes. Something that they wear around the house. Some shoes, yeah. On their feet, or like if they are able to get up and go to the bathroom, they may want to wear their slippers and not the hospital socks, Mm-hmm. So, yeah, make sure you have that stuff for them, and you need to have their insurance cards. Yeah. Their ID cards, and so I brought my mom. I had my mom's information, I had her ID and her insurance cards. I don't know how, because no one talked to me, but apparently they have like all her information. So I don't know if
like how they got it or anything.
Yeah, I don't know how they got it. If she was able to give them her name, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, they didn't ask for it, but it doesn't, like, it's good to have just in case. Right. Because they did say she was able to answer some questions. Right. So anyway, I'm saying all this to say that no one came to me for any type of information on her. Right. I guess they had it already. I don't know. But again, it doesn't hurt to bring it or have it. Right. Number 5, toothbrush and toothpaste for obvious reasons. Number 6, a comb and a brush or a brush. I mean, I didn't think about this stuff. And my mom got a lot of hair. Her hair is long and thick. Right. So she needed one, and I could have gotten one, which I probably need to do anyway, because she wanted a bonnet. Go to the beauty supply store. Yeah, I'm actually talking about doing this right now. But yeah, get her a hairbrush, a brush and a comb, you know what I'm saying, for her hair, if she's able to. Right. And if she's not, maybe I can, or I'll get some rubber bands. Anyway. But yeah, make sure they have like a comb or brush, or if your mom wear wigs, make sure you got some, you know what I'm saying? Just in case she ain't looking crazy, I'm just saying. Also,
good advice there, yeah. Bring a wig along. Just in case.
Just in case. I mean, yeah.
Number 7.
Taylor, if it's me, I want you to bring my natural products, well, you don't know what I use, but I'll give you that information. Just in case. I'm just playing. But no, seriously. But anyway, number 7.
Number 7 is the power of attorney documents. And there's 2 different kinds. You definitely want to, this is not legal advice or financial advice.
No, it's not.
But you should definitely talk to some professional about this. Getting a power attorney just so you can,
make
handle
financial and medical decisions
on their behalf.
Your parents.
Yes, on their behalf if they're unable to.
Right.
So, and you want to have this impossible before, something happens.
Right.
Just have it in place.
I was not prepared for this. I don't know. And I'm mad at myself because I felt like I should know better. But again, I just didn't think that it would happen when it did,
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and emergency don't never let us know,
No,
so
and
just be prepared.
I just hope somebody, will get some value from this because, again, I was clueless. Like, I was really clueless. I mean, I knew about, like, medical insurance information, but, like, with my dad, yeah, we're trying to get him into a nursing home. And in order to do that, you had to sign papers for Medicaid.
Paper. Yeah, he got some different type of paper.
They wanted to know everything, like his life insurance policy, which brings us to number 8.
Right.
Yeah, you need to know what company they have life insurance with. It could be more than one.
Right.
How much, like the cash value of it, just in case.
Policy numbers.
The policy numbers, the document showing proof of it.
Right.
If you could get that, yeah. And the phone numbers, like I said, to the company.
Right.
And yeah. Oh, and also if they're unable to, going forward, make payments, yeah, you may want to find out how much the monthly payments are.
Yeah.
On their life insurance policy, or speak with somebody, you know what I'm saying, to discuss like what happens when the person, can no longer pay their, premium.
Right. Yeah.
Like what happens?
Something's happened to them, right?
Right.
That's a good question.
Like, and I didn't even think, I just thought about that because what my dad is going through, he has a policy, but yeah, and my mom, I believe, still makes payments towards that policy.
Right.
So yeah, just find out anything you can regarding their life insurance. 9, real estate documents.
Yep, definitely need to have access to their real estate documents because they may have some assets that you don't know about. You need to find out whose name is on the deeds, if the property's in a land trust or whatever. You just need to know what kind of properties that they have and be able to get to their documents.
Right, because in my case, I'm an only child, so but still, that doesn't make me, because I'm an only child, doesn't automatically mean that the house will go to me.
Right. And if you got to do different things, because if you don't sign or use certain paperworks, your house have to go through the probate court process. And so there's some different ways to deal with that, which are beyond the scope of this episode.
Yes.
But there's some different ways to deal with that. But you want to make sure you have the ability to put your hand on those documents.
Right.
And you can always go to your county, whatever county you live in, if you're in the United States, especially in Georgia. I could say specifically for Georgia, you can go to that county and look up any property that they may have, in their name. So.
Yeah. So have those documents also, if any, and all. Also, banking information. And I know your parents probably, like, if you came to them asking for their banking information, I'm gonna be like, what?
Right, they made buck.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But again, like, this is what I'm currently dealing with. Like,
yeah,
I had to get my mom's information, you know what I'm saying, for her checking and savings account.
right. Because we gotta do her
I
transactions
mean,
now.
right, because I gotta see what bills need to be paid, what bills I need to cut off because I think it's no longer needed, like DirecTV, getting rid of that. And I don't know, it's just we'll have to see how her progress goes, She's at the physical therapy facility until February 3rd. She's due to be discharged. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's scary.
Right, because this
Not knowing like what condition she will be in.
Right.
And how that affects, like, how that will affect our relationship. Because we discussed, and I don't know if this is right to talk about or discuss, but this is what you may have to go through as a couple.
Yeah,
like
this real talk.
real conversations. Like, I know it may be uncomfortable, but yeah, we were talking and it was like, okay, well, we can't like take care of her.
Right. 24 hours.
Like 24-hour, if she needs 24-hour care, like, we wouldn't be able to give that to her. And it breaks my heart to, have to put her in a nursing home, but we can't do it. I mean, I have a disability myself where I can no longer, use my left hand. And so, yeah, and I don't want to put that on Carlton, especially like with wiping her or whatever.
No,
can you imagine? Like,
right.
right. He did it. I mean, and I'm so thankful for him, y'all. He used to wipe my dad because I don't know if I said this before, but I can't take like the smell, like the pee smell is really bad, or the shit smell. I will just, vomit. I will just gag, and so
I mean,
he is so sweet to do it for me, y'all. Actually, it's funny because when my mom used to go to bingo, and I can admit this to everybody.
Uh-oh.
When my mom goes to bingo, when she went to bingo, Carlton would be the one watching my dad, basically. At least he used to act like he was running it, but he was, I'll admit. Babe, yeah, he used to watch him. He would give him his medicine, on time. Like, I would be like, he would feed him. He would just, wipe his nose. Yeah, y'all. He's just been so. And I felt bad because he knew more about his medicine than I did when we were trying to tell my aunt, the different medicines he take. He knew about them, and I mean, I knew what time he took them, but I didn't know what medicine it was.
Yeah, I really didn't know what they name was.
I thought you said like something. You said like you knew about it more than I did, and I was like, damn. But anyway,
yeah.
But yeah, so banking information. Like I said, they may kind of get upset, but yeah, God forbid that something happens to them where you got to go in there, you know what I'm saying, yourself and try to figure shit out.
Yeah, it ain't that's we're fortunate. Yeah, we're fortunate. We were able to get that information.
Yeah, without like having to get like too much from her.
Right. Like too much pressure.
Or like not just pressure. You know, she was like, a couple of times when we asked for her PIN number, first thing she would say, I ain't got no money. Like, stop saying that. She get on my nerves saying that. Like, stop saying that. Like, okay, so it's her a little bit because that's something she would say. But like, yeah, she just feisty. Gave us a problem trying to get her PIN number. Like, ain't nobody trying to take your money. Like, get out of here.
That's why it's good to have that. Make sure you have that
have that conversation with your parents about. And I know it's hard because they probably think that you'll try to go in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it depends on the situation, but I wouldn't just go in there stealing money. No, absolutely not. But, you know, you need to know that information. Maybe not their account, but yeah, their PIN numbers.
Yeah.
Because
how you going to help them?
Because exactly.
You don't have the information.
Exactly. You know? And in my dad's case, you know what I'm saying? I guess when you apply for Medicaid, like they want your statements. Like 3 months, 4 months of bank statements. So he can't do it. He ain't been able to, he probably never knew the account information. So because my mom handled it all. Yeah, so make sure, you know, y'all have that information as well as all of the other information that we mentioned.
Yep.
Because again, you don't want to be like me. I was just like, oh my God. Like,
and look, we got lucky, you know what I mean? Because it could have been way worse.
Yeah.
It could have been way worse.
It could have been.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a situation where you don't have access to this information and put yourself in a position and them to where y'all both gonna be extra stressed out because somebody don't have what they need.
Right.
You know.
And speaking of, I still need to get my mom's insurance information because we never did her life insurance.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
that's something else we just got through saying.
Yeah, so we need to get that information. Right. Yeah. So anyway, I hope this helped y'all. And yeah.
Let us know in the comments. You know what I'm saying? What y'all
I don't know. I'm a little slow. I'm sorry.
Let us know in the comments what y'all think. If y'all have experienced this, you know, what kind of advice could you give, you know, the community about this? Because, you know, we ain't getting no younger. And then too, like, you see what you have to go through with your own parents. And if you have children or other loved one, nieces, nephews, or whatever, who is going to be taking care of you, you definitely want to have this information put together for them.
Right, right. So they won't have any problems or issues with if anything should happen.
Right.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah, because you never know. Mm-hmm. There was a time where I was in the hospital.
Right.
And Taylor was, you know, she wasn't able to help me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's just important to know.
Yeah, we all got to tighten up, y'all. That's basically what that means. We all just got to tighten up. Make sure we taking care of our elders. Making sure we taking care of ourselves.
Right.
You know, making sure we taking care of each other. So, because we're gonna rise, thrive, and stay alive in 2025.
Yes.
That's what's up. Yes. Yo, so on that note, yo, make sure y'all check us out on all the socials, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook,
our website.
Yep, our website, legacyjourneys.net. We're working on some good things, and we're expecting some really good things to pop off in 2025, and I know you all are going to benefit from it as well. So,
all right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So,
my name is Liz.
And my name is Carlton.
And we are Legacy Journeys.
Yep.
Where we embrace, explore, and evolve relationships. Peace.
Well, holla.
Peace.